Here with Hofstra head coach Frank Catalanotto following a 3-2 win over Seton Hall on Tuesday afternoon. Coach, congratulations on the win. Thoughts on the team's performance today?
Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was a well-played game. The pitching was outstanding, and it's nice to see Penn Sealy bounce back after that rough outing at Columbia. McKenna did a great job, and Martinez, I thought he pitched really well as well. So it was nice to scratch that last run across in the 8th inning. We didn't get a hit that inning, but we kind of manufactured and were able to get that run across. So it was nice. It's nice to finally get a nice win after those last 2 losses.
You mentioned that 8th inning run, situational baseball. Great. I thought Harrington, even though he didn't get the bunt down, still ended up getting a great at bat to move the runner over with pulling the ball to first base.
And that's what we have to do, and we have to get better at. Is the situational hitting. Getting runners over from second to third, and getting the run in from third base with less than 2 outs. And we're working on it. We haven't been good at it this year, but we're working on it. But it was nice to see that Will was able to do it earlier in the game, and so was Harrington.
Against like a program like Seton Hall, they've been pretty successful in a very, very tough conference in the Big East the past 20 or so years. What does it mean to get a win over an opponent with a better record and a team like this for momentum-wise and going forward when you play even harder competition?
Yeah, they're a really good team. So to beat a team like that, it's big. And obviously with the start we've got off on so far, our record doesn't look good, and the overall record is not going to look good at the end of the season. But right now it's all about the weekend games, the conference games, and so if during the midweek games, if we can get some confidence going into the weekend, I think that's what's most important. And I think a game like this only gives this team some confidence, and the pitching staff some confidence. So I think it's good going into this weekend.
Michael Brown really made some nice plays out there in short today. He's a freshman. Obviously, he's just coming into his own, still figuring a lot of things out on the hitting side of things. But what have you really liked seeing from him in a way that his hitting hasn't affected his fielding in his other ways or other aspects of baseball?
Yeah, he's a very mature player, even though he's only 18 years old. He's not scared out there. As you see, he's really good defensively. He's a smart player, knows how to play the game. And we're thrilled to have him. So he's working it out, on the hitting side. He's going to be a really good hitter. It's just nice to have him out there, especially a kid that young that can do so many good things on the baseball field.
And you mentioned Carlos and Penn bouncing back from some outings last week that may not have been as good as they wanted, as good as you wanted. What did you see from them that was different from the last week to this week?
Strikes. I mean, for me, especially Penn was getting ahead. He was throwing his breaking ball for a strike. And he seemed like he had more of a presence on the mound today than he did in Columbia. Columbia, he looked very timid and almost, kind of didn't really feel like he really wanted to be out there. Today, he was more of a bulldog. And Carlos, he was just pounding the zone. And, he gets a lot of strikeouts. Unfortunately, the last time he came out against Northeastern, there are a few pitches that, were in the dirt that got by and some runs scored. But stuff-wise, I think his stuff looks great. And those 2 guys should be confident going into the weekend.
Back here tomorrow against LIU, so look to keep the momentum going tomorrow. Thanks for your time, Coach.
All right, thank you.